everybody. Welcome back to another episode of You Haven't Seen That Podcast, or YHST for short. I'm Isaac.
I'm Elba.
And I'm Carlos.
And this, of course, is a show where we cover movies on that growing list of films that has people asking us the question,
You haven't seen that?
Another intermission edition. If you haven't done so already, if you're new here, please follow us on social media at
YHST Pod.
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where you can tell us what we think about the movies that we're talking about and everything else in between. Maybe how we're doing. Little nice words of affirmation don't ever hurt. If you want to support us, if you also want to tell us that we're doing good in a financial way, you can do that. I'm on a monetary fashion. You can do that on Venmo at
YHST Pod.
We appreciate it. Thank you. And really, honestly, any support, anything helps. I know a joke where we're like, we get to eat. Not only that, but we get to improve and evolve our show. Because a lot of people are like, hey, man, why not multiple episodes throughout the week? I'm like, because I'm the only one doing it. I can't hire an editor or anything like that. And they're like, why not video? I'm like, because I don't have the equipment for it. So if you want those things to happen, then support us. And it really, really does go a long way. We're going back to regular format. I know the last couple of episodes, we kept it pretty concise and everything like that. But we are hitting you with news. Carlos has an either or. And then we're talking two movies. That'd be Toy Story 5 and The Death of Robin Hood. Two completely different movies energy-wise. But let's go ahead and kick it off with some news. And a little segment that I still haven't figured out any other fun name to call it other than just YHST News, where we're keeping you informed on everything going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So, there you go.
Fox Network has now bought Roku for $22 billion. Not million, but billions.
It's a big number.
Another monopoly coming our way.
Woo. The Last of Us Season 3 halts filming for the month of June due to the World Cup.
Quote unquote.
Damn you, World Cup.
Grinch 2 is in talks with Ron Howard and Jim Carrey returning. I don't know if that's going to be like a finalized thing or just it's currently in the talks. I would love to see Jim Carrey in that role again. But I think in an interview, he's like, yeah, but I'm not doing the makeup.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he going to want to deal with it? Because it was torture for him.
He even said, he goes, I'll do something like, motion capture. So we have the technology for that.
What would be the story of it?
Great question. Yeah, I don't know.
Cindy Lou gets murdered, so now he goes on a rampage?
Taylor Momsen becomes a stripper.
Twisted story. Our childhood, guys. Ari Aster's next film, Scapegoat, will follow a surgeon who accidentally kills a Jake Paul type influencer during surgery. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Could we get body horror? His films are a real trip. I'm really interested in this.
Could it be a Jake Paul snuff film? Moving on.
Evil Dead Wrath director reveals the story will be set in 1972, taking place before the original film.
So we're getting an origin story possibly?
Prequel?
Maybe it could follow the original inhabitants of the cabin that
made the
Ash
tape.
Williams. Exactly. So that'd be really cool.
And then in memoriam, Jesus, there have been a lot of deaths in the news. I think one of the two tragic ones. I mean, every death is tragic, of course. And we're doing this on Father's Day, where two of us don't get celebrated. Anyways, you get the passing of Davy Chase, who was a child actor best known to portray the voice of Lilo. She was in Samara in The Ring.
Yes.
There's a handful of other things, but she was integral in our childhood, and that one was, that was a heartbreaking one. The model for Tinkerbell, Margaret Carey, passed away. Was she in her late 90s?
Yeah,
she was
I
up
would
there.
Say, yeah.
So not necessarily as tragic to go dark there. And then Anthony Stewart he was in Buffy. He was the professor or something like that? I never watched Buffy.
So. Same here. I know he was in Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that either.
He was a villain in Ted Lasso, so he did pass away. And Peebo Bryson, who was an R&B singer, not the writer of the Disney songs that he performed, which is Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World. And did I mention Oliver Tree passing away?
No,
yeah. I didn't follow Oliver Tree's music or his career, seen him pop up in podcasts and things like that, but still tragic. A helicopter accident.
Oh, wow.
So that's just,
yeah. That's a little bit of our childhood right there. Nostalgia.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's gone.
Oh, boy. All right, bring me back up.
After losing out on Warner Brothers, Netflix is reportedly interested in buying Lionsgate Studio. And not only that, they also recently announced that they will no longer work with film directors who demand theatrical releases.
I said to bring me back up. You just
this is kind of, I feel like this is more of a petty warpath story for Netflix.
Oh,
I mean, they're making questionable choices. Again, monopoly's coming our way.
Yeah, I'll say. Last but not least,
Sean Penn is set to direct a new untitled movie, which will be inspired by the early life of a police officer who was present during January 6th Capitol attack.
Quite an interesting choice, but I'm not surprised that Sean Penn would want to make a movie like this. He's quite the maverick when it comes to politics.
War on drugs, unauthorized U.S., I guess, meetings with El Chapo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys taught me about that a minute ago.
And Romeo and Michelle sequel is now in production.
You excited for that? Like, we've talked about it. Anytime it's these sequels that are happening 20, 30 plus years after the previous movies were done.
I don't know how the sequel would work because Romeo and Michelle was its own thing.
Yeah.
Both the actresses are like doing work now, so I don't know why it would be much of a. I think it's more of like maybe a studio thing. That's
Cash grab.
yeah.
A legacy sequel.
Well, I wasn't cheered up. Jesus Christ.
Hey, well, maybe with one of the movies we're talking about, we'll bring us back up. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
But before we do that, let's go ahead and Carlos is going to hit us with an either or. I don't have different music for his either or segment. Apologies for being lazy.
But that's okay. I will happily accept it. So, my question to both of you is, with the successful box office run of Obsession, should the crew earn a financial bonus?
So I'm torn, not morally, whatever the word may be, but then there's the legalities, right? Contractually. And you're going to get what you signed for. You know, asking for anything else after the fact, sure, shoot your shot, but nobody has any responsibility to acquiesce to that.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't have to do that. Would it be nice? Because this is a lightning in the bottle situation where a $750,000 movie made $300 million?
Yeah.
Right? It's unheard of. It's just so rare that they didn't expect it, and so it was a passion project. People were basically volunteering their own equipment, their own time, getting paid hardly anything. I think the only thing they were compensated for was like their drive time and meals or something like that. But even so, in the contracts that you sign, if you're not putting like, hey, by the way, if it happens to be kind of successful, give me like 2% or something like that. If you're not putting that in there, unfortunately, no one has to give you anything else. Would it be nice if like, you know, the studio, which is Focus Films and Blumhouse, right?
Yeah.
And if Curry Barker were like, you know, I'll throw you guys a pizza party, throw you 2 pizza parties, something, then that's cool. But they're not responsible for doing that. That's like on the legal parts of it. But yeah, it would be nice. But I also don't think that fans of the movie or just general audience should hate any of the creatives or anything like that for not, quote unquote, compensating after the fact. So, you know, you got to realize that contracts are really important.
Yeah, I mean, contractually, if it says in your contract, if this film does good, then bonus. But it also kind of goes with the film. You created the film with said budget. Mm-hmm. I just feel like that was what is given. Because Curry Barker didn't know that he can get this film out and be produced and everything else. So basically, I'm just expecting what I'm being paid for, like for what I did that film.
Yeah.
If this film gets out and gets bought out by a studio or whatever, great. But I signed up for this. I did my work for this. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where it's like, you did your work for this. I don't know if are you like SAG-AFTRA, where like you're contractually a union and having to do all these things, or are you just an independent doing this, and that kind of all adds up to it too.
Yeah, because this was a non-union movie since it was made on such a small budget. I don't know, as far as the legalities, like how much does that affect? Maybe they would have gotten a bit more if it was union. I don't know the exact numbers.
Probably.
Now, the thing is that you really can't point to Curry Barker for having influence on that because he was just a director. There was a little bit of comparison because of Iron Lung, where that movie was entirely financed independently by Markiplier. And because the movie ended up making more than what they were probably anticipated, yes, he did pay all of his crew. I think like he did give them extra money. But you have to remember, since again, he handled everything, distribution. He had more control of that money.
Right,
Now,
that makes more sense.
the thing you have to remember with studio films, even though this was made on a low budget, Focus Films picked it up in Blumhouse, they don't pocket all that money. Remember that you have to give a cut to movie theaters for having it played, other producers, lenders, like not all the money comes from one place. Sometimes it's in multiple studios.
And I think they had more promotion than like Iron Lung had.
That too.
Even on a small budget.
Yeah. So as much as like, yes, I'm all for like these, I mean, it's hard to work on a set from what I've seen. You're working long hours, you're traveling very far. I'm all for, the working man getting more money. But again, it all comes down to your contract. Like, what is it that you signed up for?
Yeah, especially if it's a non-union thing, you do have to stand up for yourself. But before you're signing the thing. And then lastly, to close out on this, Curry Barker did have a great point when multiple people are asking him about this, which is this does give them, everyone involved, it now opened the door for opportunity.
Yeah.
So the lead who played Bear has been tapped for multiple roles. Indy Navarrete, needless to say, has been looked at for a lot of things. She's already doing commercials.
Yeah.
Curry Barker, I mean, we've said that one a bunch of times about him going to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And he's apparently landed more movie deals with Blumhouse.
Well, absolutely.
So,
But it also opens the door for opportunities for the rest of the cast. I think that any studio heads or anything like that is going to look through the credits and see who's involved and give them opportunities. I mean, that I forget who he had cited. I'm really blanking out, but there have been throughout history, there have been small, very, very small movies that maybe weren't as successful as Obsession was. Again, lightning in a bottle, but were successful enough that those individuals doing that one project opened so many doors, and now they're these big names that whether it be directors, whether it be director of photographies, actors, everything. You start small. Again, not everyone's gonna make a movie that's making whatever it is 300 times the original thing.
Yeah, nobody was expecting this movie to do so well. You can't really you can't put that on anybody.
And you look at something like Masters of the Universe, they're like, no, we were expecting to have it all back.
Not even close.
Not even close. That's the business for you. So, yeah, there you have it. There it is. Anything else? Mm-mm. You've been either or'd. We don't have a closeout on it, so I'm just trying stuff. If you don't mind,
we'll try some stuff out, see if it sticks.
Okay, let's go ahead and give our bite-sized reviews on Toy Story 5 and Death of Robin Hood, so that everyone who's listening, we're not going to spoil anything for you. We'll let you know if you should go see these movies or not, and then once we're done with our little snack-sized spoiler-free reviews, then we go fully into it with spoilers and everything. Carlos, you want to kick it off with Toy Story 5?
You have the toys coming back, and now they're fighting. They're fighting technology.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. There's a more deeper message. It's not just what you see at face value with toys versus technology.
Yeah.
Still pull some emotional strings. I'm glad to see most of the characters come back. I don't feel like this is too much of a cash grab.
No.
It was heartwarming. It was great to see again on the screen. I mean, just watch it, to be honest.
At one point, did you think Taylor Swift was going to voice somebody? I was hoping.
You were hoping?
Yeah.
I know there was like fan theories and Easter eggs maybe pointing at Emily and stuff like that. But after, I follow the Easter eggs and everything. And it's like, no, she's not doing that. She announced the song. That's it.
What if you learned that I had like a secret panel in the closet and I had like a whole Taylor Swift shrine and it was a murder board or following all the Easter eggs?
I wouldn't put it past you. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
No, me, I obviously I grew up on Toy Story. And, the first one came out in 95. And I think it had to be one of my most favorite childhood movies of all time because I loved playing with toys. I grew up and my imagination was vast and wide. And, I felt like Andy, minus, having a 2-story house and a white picket fence, but still like having all the toys and, all the mismatched stuff. This felt like the soul of part 1. And it was great to see them not ruin the franchise.
Yeah.
Like that, I was so scared you had said it, Carlos, where it's like, oh, is it just going to be analog versus technology? And it sort of was. And then it was just so much more. It was so much more in a way that only Disney can do. I know we've talked about in the past where Disney has taken these well-known franchises and then just like crapped on them and they've gone downhill from there. Toy Story franchise has not been one of them. And I'm very happy about that. So if you need any kind of enticement to go see this movie, here it is. Go watch Toy Story 5. Take your kids. If you grew up on the original movies, you're my age, 36. This is you'll greatly enjoy it. It's fun. And now to Death of Robin Hood. The Death of Robin Hood. The Death of Robin Hood.
The death.
Starring Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
So dumb.
I had to.
So he plays Logan, basically. Yeah. Do you want to try to give a breakdown of this?
Robin Hood is a murderer. He's ruthless. An old sad man. That's all I got.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
It is a deconstruction of Robin Hood that personally I actually enjoyed. Although it is a slow burn, it is a deconstruction of Robin Hood, and I personally like that. The analytic part of my brain loves where we can slow down in a movie. In a current era where movies are moving fast paced and what's locking your interest and stuff like that. It was nice to take a little bit of a breather. I will warn people, if you're any amount of sleepy, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
Really slow.
It's one of the slowest burns I've ever seen, in such a way that maybe there isn't as much of a payoff in the end that folks would have wanted. Not giving any spoilers, but I enjoyed it. It is a take on Robin Hood that we've never seen before, I don't think.
I love it.
And and that's what I like about it, is it's something that we've not, because it's something we've never seen.
There's no man in tights, I could tell you that for sure.
Or Kevin Costner not trying to do an accent.
I've seen people in the comments going, Kevin Costner's still my favorite Robin Hood. I'm like, is it really? I judge you so hard.
Well, because everyone buys into the whole, what is it? The fairy tale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like, put it this way. If Shrek were to make fun of Robin Hood and then put a dark twist to it, there it is.
Yeah.
That's not on my bingo card to combine those two, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, for non-spoilers.
Okay, so there you are for the snack size spoiler-free reviews. And if you're at this point and you want to see like our video reviews, I will have those out on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I've been trying to be as regular as possible. A little bit tough, but we're making it happen. And, if ever there's a movie you think, did they go see that? Go through the catalog of our video reviews, and most likely, we did. Yeah, we did it. So let's go ahead and dig into it. Do you want to start off with Death of Robin Hood or start off with Toy Story?
Start off with the Death of Robin Hood.
Yeah, let's start slow.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna start really slow.
All right, Tina Turner. All right, tagline, please.
All right. Grappling with his past after a life of crime and murder, Robin Hood finds himself gravely injured after a battle he thought would be his last. In the hands of a mysterious woman, he is offered a chance at salvation. Dun, dun, dun.
It is a deeply dramatic movie.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Jackman, it's a role that he's played before. He's just more of an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
At least this one has like a end of life kind of thing. The other one was just gonna like, I kind of don't die in a weird way.
No, he dies.
I mean, but until the end, yeah. But I mean, like this one's like, I'm really like, how the fuck do I have 9 lives, barely making it?
Well, I think what was similar from Logan to this version of Robin Hood is he's tired of people thinking of him as this in this fantasy.
Yeah, very romanticized version of the tale, steal from the rich, give to the poor, can't do no wrong. But yeah, this, how you put it in the bite-sized section, that really a great take on a deconstructive version of Robin Hood. Now, the way I sounded kind of made it seem like I didn't like it. I enjoyed parts of it, but again, we'll get into
there's
it
a lot of
problems.
Usually there's. I'm gonna kind of crap on it a little bit. There's areas where you go, oh, there's a pee break.
Yeah,
you could take a shit, and so
now
you get to.
Really, you and me were talking about this off the pod,
very
where
professional.
we both had a very similar experience. So we watched it apart. So I was a bit tired the time I went to go see it. And I actually dozed off what I felt like maybe 10, 15 minutes when Robin Hood is at the monastery healing. And I felt like, I don't feel like I missed anything.
Literally, Alva dozed off for the same amount of time. She woke up. She goes, what did I miss? I go, absolutely nothing.
It's just him pondering around, probably.
But I did doze off again, and I missed like a vital thing. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think it was that vital because I'm still in with this movie. What's going on?
I was still able to follow the story.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's my point, is it isn't that type of story that... and I know this is kind of contradictory to what I've said about in a movie, every beat and every scene needs to inform the story, which this does. But it's not to the point where everything is a new piece of information to the story. The whole idea of it is that you're watching him analyze his life and not just have this quick turn of change of heart or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you were a real person,
An outlaw,
mind
you.
Who had decades of these stories and decades of life to live, and at the very end, you want a quote unquote like a right death. You're gonna need a lot of time to ponder that. So the movie does a great job in like setting that tone of letting it breathe, and you know you're watching him sort of figure this thing out. It's a slow burn. It is completely different from anything you've ever watched. I don't think it's going to be for all audiences, but you know, I mean, in the breakdown of it, it's great.
I also think this is a great like depiction of Robin Hood because Robin Hood, or Rob Hood as it would be in 13th century English,
Hey, Robbie.
that word would be for criminals. That is what it is. So it's been in our faces this whole time. We've just been stuck in fairy tale land because it's what's given to us.
One of the key things. First off, I didn't know that Bill Skarsgård was Little John for at least. Like
I almost didn't recognize him
at all.
Yeah,
Took me a minute.
There is something really crucial in this film that they made sure to highlight. It isn't your ragtag action adventure film, but they show you a version of what Little John and Robin Hood experience, or what they call an adventure. And it's dark, and it's violent, and it's fucking brutal.
So brutal.
And it's so key that they do that so that you understand, this isn't the Robin Hood that you know. Oh my God, it's so dark. Like, so there are moments in the film where the first 10 minutes you see Robin Hood kill somebody, and it's ruthless.
Oh yeah, no hesitation.
But it's with respect.
Yeah.
It's this complicated dynamic in his own brain. And then when they're introduced to Little John, then you realize, oh, Little John's a fucking maniac. And Robin Hood is completely acceptant of who he is.
And not so little.
Oh yeah.
And so when we bounce back and forth between their violent moments, you're like, wow, Robin Hood really beat the shit out of people, to say the least.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, the understatement of the year.
Yeah, like every time like you have stabs, beatings, like you feel that. And Robin Hood, he does get banged up really good, and he doesn't just walk away. He's suffering for most of the movie. He's got like a brace on because, you know, like early on there's like a brutal fight scene. So you really do feel his pain. It's a very painful movie.
His adamantium poisoning is not allowing him to heal. Oh, wrong movie. Sorry about that.
Well, because there is a little girl in this that he kind of looks out.
Same.
And then
Same.
And then she sort of carries a mantle. A little bit of one-to-one there.
Yeah.
It's same, but different.
I will give credit to Jodie Comer, who I feel like she needed more to do in the role.
Yeah.
She's always great. I love her in almost everything that she's been in. She needs to do more. So I'm a little bummed out they didn't give her more to do, but she's fantastic.
There is an angle where she's there and the haircut she has,
Oh, yeah.
the wig or whatever. I'm like,
It's period accurate.
sure. Yeah, I'm like, it is not doing you wonders, girl. You went from looking like a woman to like a little boy. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, berries and cream. And I'm just like, no, we're not going there, Alva. Focus on the movie.
That's why they gave her the costume to like cover her head, you know?
I mean, it's supposed to be like what, like a monk, or like not a monk, but like in a
Yeah.
their
It's a
own
monastery.
Yeah.
So
She's not exactly a nun, sister. Well, she is actually Sister Bridget. I just looked at it right now. Another notable mentions are Noah Jupe, who plays this kid who's out to seek revenge, and that's sort of like another couple of other beats of the story. Is Robin Hood's done, quote unquote adventuring, but he's then just fighting for his life because he's wronged so many fucking people that at this point in his life, a very fit white-haired man, by the way, it's insane for that era. But at this point of his life, it isn't the family of the people that he's wronged. It's not the immediate kin. It's like their grandchildren.
Yeah, it's like their descendants, like a later generation.
And so
The kin of the kin.
the kin of the kin. And so there's a part where after his first kill, it like wonderfully pans up, and he's very respectful, and he's shallow grave though. He's burying the dead, and there's multiple grave sites. There's multiple plots to show you that, he's been doing this for a while, and so many people have been after him that he's like, he's not going to just give up. So he's not suicidal.
No.
Passively suicidal. Like if he dies, but he wants to be in battle. He doesn't want to, he unfortunately has this will to not a will to live, but a will to survive, if
it's like a, look, if you're going to get me, you got to get me in battle. Kind of like I have to go out this way, or there's no other way. Either you kill me or I'm dying of age. Either or, but I accept those terms, and if you come at me, then that's fine. And I like how he, in the beginning, was like, you should have put more weight on your back foot. Yeah. And I'm just like, told you made too much noise. It's okay. It's okay. We're learning. But also like the shallow graves, I think it was also like a warning to any of the kin that would come and go after him. Because it's like, oh, here's one, here's another one, here's a...
Yeah, you have to be out of your mind.
It didn't look like he went far from where he was.
No.
So that's what I loved with the Noah Jupe's character is there are 3 points where he finally redeems himself and does something that his old self wouldn't have done. One is he finally reveals himself to be who he is and not just the fantasy of his character, but the monster, this murderous monster that he is. And before he dies, he wants to at least let one person know exactly what type of individual he was. And it's to somebody who he has wronged so deeply that I'm so glad this movie didn't go down the road of him saying, I'm sorry. He almost said it, but instead he had to show it with his action. A lot of show, not tell. And so the other thing is basically letting Noah Jupe's character, again, spoilers, letting Noah Jupe's character go. Which in any other version of his life, he would have immediately slit his throat.
Yeah.
But that monologue that he has with him, that I'm giving you this chance. This isn't your fight anymore. I'm eventually going to die, and you'll get the blood oath or whatever, the payment. It'll happen, just not under your terms. But I'm going to die. I'm not trying to set out to harm anyone else.
And it was also in a way where he would tell him like, don't keep the resentment, and it's not going to be helpful for you in the long run. Because then when your kin come to find me or try to get vengeance on the little girl, it's like
over and over and over again.
There's no point.
Yeah. And not to mention that Robin Hood, you would think of all his thievery and stuff would have at least land. I mean, the guy's living like at the bottom of a mountain. He has nothing, but he reminds other people they have everything. They have family, they have land, they have a life to live. They have more time in front of them than he does. And so don't give that up for some stupid blood oath that just makes no sense to pay. So it was wonderful how I think it was wonderful how they sort of treated that part.
Which kind of makes me feel like, did he endure the same thing and went to go do the blood oath? And he paying back. And then like at the end, he's like, well, I'm just stuck doing this because this is where it got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they do imply a lot of his history. Like he never delves in, like we don't see flashbacks or anything like that, but it just kind of leaves you to imagine like what were all the battles that he fought or the adventures, and maybe not battles, but like the adventures he went on, all the things he's done, whether it's the original Robin Hood where he's fighting the Sheriff of Nottingham or what happened after that, the years leading up to it.
Not to mention his lack of discriminating on who he kills.
Yeah.
I mean, his first 2 kills, I think, in the movie
are kids.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brutally.
No hesitation.
Did you gasp, by the way, when that arrow? Yeah.
Dude, I was like, well,
I was like, wait, who's this? Shoop, arrow to the back of the head, poking out through the eye.
And like, and he didn't die right away.
I was like, okay, did like the cold water of the river preserve you a little bit before, like,
I think so,
gave his brain oxygen? Who knows? You would think he would have drowned. But
Close the capillaries for a bit just so he can make it home and die at his family home.
head injuries give you durability. Yeah.
Gives you a
But
chance to
it's-
get
but
home.
it-
You guys, we call it plot armor, okay?
But I mean, it doesn't take away the brutality.
No,
of it.
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
So
And then lastly, a credit to excuse me. And then lastly, much credit to Murray Bartlett, who plays the leper. And this is a key person at the end of Robin Hood's life. You might be familiar with Murray Bartlett, who plays Frank in The Last of Us season 2. And he played something else, and I had it up here a second ago. But yeah, he's a good looking guy, and they just wrapped him all in his gauze.
I looked it up right now. I was like, dang, girl, he has a nice smile.
and
But
they covered him up.
But I love his character because he later reveals that he knew who Robin Hood was. He knew who Robin Hood was all this time, and he wasn't going to treat him as this person who basically also wronged him. Like, Robin Hood really fucked a lot of people over.
Yeah.
It's impressive to a point. But it was so important at the end of his life because it showed him that, yeah, you don't have to act on this revenge, and we can, in another life, we can actually have another drink and don't always have to live in this violent anger.
Yeah. It kind of shows that you have good deaths and really bad violent deaths. So,
But there was this moment where on the leper's deathbed that he makes Robin Hood promise not to let others know who he really is. And I thought, like, oh yeah, he's gonna, now that they're, besties, that he's going to abide by that promise, and decides not to. I think Robin Hood sees that on your deathbed, you're just no one's gonna know who you really are. Seems really sad,
Yeah.
and it seems wrong for those who maybe are seeking revenge. It seems wrong for those to not know, like, okay, finally the person that I've had nightmares about is finally going to die. Giving them an opportunity. It would be selfish to keep that secret to your grave. And so, in that moment, he turns 180 and then goes, no, I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to do the complete opposite of what old Robin Hood would do.
I'm like, damn, he's not gonna keep up the trees and the fruits and whatnot.
I know. I was
That's what I was thinking that too.
I thought maybe like, okay, he'll live a little longer to take care of the leper's trees.
Yeah.
Because he memorized like what each tree grew.
But
So.
he did, like, in a way, his own act of, like, keeping up with the trees and stuff was
Yeah.
the bear.
Oh yeah.
And, like, making sure that they at least had some kind of provisions before he decided to be like, look, I'm gonna out of here.
And I think that was also a key moment because I was thinking, oh, what is he, other than giving them provisions? I was thinking, why are they showing him killing a bear? Like, what is this, to get his anger out? I think that in that moment, it's to show him that he still actually has a lot of life to live, that he can take down a fucking bear. He's sharp, he's strong, after finally recovering, and technically can live the rest of his years on this island in peace. But I think Robin Hood knew it would not be right for him to still draw breath on this earth, that he doesn't deserve it, because he knew that he wronged so many people, that uttering the words, I'm sorry, wouldn't be enough. And that he knows it just needs to be lights out for him, but it needs to be not necessarily on his own terms, but it needs to be right. And the way that concludes, I think, was very well done. The payoff wasn't huge, like I said, but it made sense.
Also, I feel like he came to those terms way before the leper died. I think that's when Noah Jupe's character came in and was like, I was looking for so-and-so. And you can kind of tell that he's like, I'm not safe in this island. I have to, in a way, protect. I'm either going to be alive to
makes
protect
sense.
the little kid,
Yeah.
or I'm going to... I think that's when, after the leper died, he's like, I need to talk to you so you can go and live and do your life and protect the child of Little John, and then also make amends and leave this world.
So, like I said, this movie is not going to be for everybody. If this last 20 minutes bore the shit out of you, the movie will bore you more. But if you're somebody who likes breakdowns and likes a different version, something that's a little bit more ballsy, especially now, I mean, I don't think this is going to win any kind of box office or going to win people's hearts. But it's something completely new, and it's performed very well. Just have an energy drink,
Yeah.
do a line.
Yeah, better luck than
Chug
us.
that espresso.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I think if you enjoy films, not just movies, but if you enjoy films and them exploring ideas that you haven't seen them do before, I think you might enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for the general audience, Toy Story 5. Alva?
Yay. Woody, Buzz, Jesse, and the rest of the gang. I want to read that again.
All right. Retry.
Sorry. Woody, Buzz, Jesse, and the rest of the gang's jobs are challenged when they're introduced to electronics, a new threat to playtime.
Ooh.
Which is 100% true. I'm not going to lie. It is 100% true that I now see a lot of kids be like phone, iPad, tablet.
And it doesn't even extend. I mean, it also extends past kids. Like you and I, we tend to doom scroll often. Like one of the reasons why we lean into doing the podcast and doing video reviews and playing D&D and playing Magic the Gathering.
Merch search.
And Merch Search is so fun, by the way, is because like it's way too fucking easy to just go into. I should probably not curse in this segment because it's Toy Story. Sorry, Disney, but it's just way too easy to just zombify yourself.
Yeah, like
in the technology.
I couldn't tell you how many times I get home, I sit down on the couch, check my phone, 2 hours go by, and it's already dark. I'm
Scary.
like, what the hell did I just do this whole time? Exactly.
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
And then
didn't stimulate your brain at all.
And then when it's time for for us, especially like with their nieces and nephews, we're going to get them a present for their birthday because we do at least give them a birthday present. It's like, do we give them money so they can go buy PlayStation time to get a new game?
Right, yeah.
Or do we get them like a shirt or something? And I have more of the younger ones. I'm like, do I get you like a toy? No, I'm gonna lean more for a shirt or a clothing item because it's either money or clothing item because I'm not gonna give you money for or get you a tablet or something electronic.
And like for me with my nieces, the one big piece of tech that we did buy for one of them recently was actually a camera. So at least it's something that'll be more stimulating, like for them to like take pictures, to be more active. And my other niece, we buy like art stuff for them because at least that's also very stimulating. So
no, same. And so with my sister's kids, my sister and brother's kids, I give them a lot of credit for making sure that they're doing something creative. Yeah, they still have their screen time.
Yeah.
Kind of unavoidable, right? But that they're all involved in some sort of art, some sort of music thing.
A hobby.
Some hobby, some physical thing. And even like my younger, very much younger nieces and nephews, that they're still playing with toys, and it's so awesome. So like my nephew, Andre, is 12, right? And there's few times where, sure, he's playing his video games, but every now and again he's like, "Hey, check out this action figure I got. It's WWE stuff. It's Roman Reigns."
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then he does a thing, and and I'm like, yeah, and I'm there playing with him, and he even did some stop motion stuff, which is pretty cool that I help him like kind of zhuzh up in post production.
Yeah.
But like, I'm so happy that he still has that sense of imagination, which is why, mainly when we played Dungeons and Dragons, I started it to do it with my nieces and nephews as a thing of like, look, we're not playing video games, we're having fun using our imagination. And unfortunately Alva plays with us too. And so they, they love it. Their eyes light up because it's like, playtime,
I remember playtime.
Dude, I mean, honestly speaking, like that's what's fun about D&D, not to go down a whole road about D&D, but like that's what's so fun about it is that it's as close to being on the play yard and using your imagination.
Yeah.
Albeit with some rules, but even now, I think absolutely every single person, they light up a little bit when they get to quote unquote play, when they get to use their imagination.
Yeah.
Like you ever have those bits with friends where you're just goofing off and you're improving?
Well, dude, like even like the first D&D session I did with you guys, like I got all into it. Like it just reminded me of being a kid. Like, yes, we have the bare essentials with the dice, the figures and all that, but it's the imagination and
imagination.
I'll cut it out. So as far as like this movie is concerned, Toy Story 5, again, growing up with the first Toy Story in 95, it's I said in the bite size is that it felt like the soul of part one. Now it's Jesse's turn to deal with the new hottest item. Unfortunately, in this case, it's something that's like so infectious with technology, and more specifically, kind of like a social media involved technology.
Yeah,
right.
Really
Even dabbling a bit in cyberbullying, which
Yes. Oh my God,
I mean,
you're right. I'm so proud that they did that.
So sorry, Disney, but I'm going to say this: those little bitches. I swear to God.
Brats. Oh my God. It had to be the blonde one, right?
Yes.
I think if this movie had like a PG rating, they would at least drop the B word here. And
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
But like how I felt with Toy Story.
Sorry, I can see Jay Hernandez, who played the dad, being like, "Those bitches."
So the first three movies, perfect trilogy, perfect end to that story. When the fourth one came out, yes, I'll admit I was one of the many people like, why do they need to ruin it? But I see it as a good epilogue, kind of like bookend to that story. And then with the fifth one, same thing. Is it really needed? But this still told a good story.
Yeah.
With keeping the original, but adding a lot of new great characters.
So part three was the as far as like the Andy saga.
Yeah.
Felt like a great place to end that. Part four, you said it great. It was epilogue. Part 5 felt like a story unexplored, which was Jessie. Because when we're introduced to her in part 2, there's a lot of unexplored area. In fact, there's no closure. And I didn't really think about it until we got this particular movie and where they went with it as far as story and her direction, what she had to do to get that closure. I think it wasn't a cop-out. Yeah, you could have had her go back to Emily, but they didn't do that, and I'm glad that they didn't do that because it was just super obvious.
That was one of the Easter eggs.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But it just felt like the toys needing to realize that their time with their kid is a limited one, and so they need to understand and accept their role in this universe. And that, you can then move on to another kid and another kid. Like, it's
build new memories.
Yeah, you don't have to have abandonment issues.
Yeah,
they were strong.
Oh yeah,
they were so strong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad again the way they handled Jessie's story with bringing back her past trauma and just bringing closure to that. Because again, I was worried that they would bring back Emily in some way, and there was even like that popular theory where Andy's mom was Emily, which. Because we never know Andy's mom's real name. It's just Andy's mom.
It's always Andy's mom.
But the thing that...
She's got it going on.
But what killed that theory was that how is it that she doesn't recognize Jessie, like when Andy comes to
Yeah. That would have been a bullshit retcon.
Yeah, which I'm glad they didn't do that. Alva's response.
Yeah. So we got a couple of new voice actors in this. I'm not going to go down the whole list of them, but one of the key ones that I didn't know he was going to have such a big role in it was Conan O'Brien.
Yes. I love Conan O'Brien in this.
I didn't know that he voiced like a big character in the thing.
And we even told you, like, did the hair not give it away during one of the imagination scenes?
No, I guess not.
You need to play more.
I guess so. And you brought something up. I don't think they did it in the other ones, and if they did, apologies if I'm mistaken. But them going into the imaginary world,
Imagination.
God damn it. I think it was nice because it highlighted how your imagination can really look like. It made those moments even more magical.
Yeah.
Instead of watching the kid play and do the thing to then I love the way that they would cut into it seamlessly.
Yeah.
And having the original voice actors say the lines that like Bonnie and Blaze are saying is so adorable because it's how kids would play.
Yeah, because actually I think in the second and third one we do see like the toys being played out, but not in this way. It's like a different kind of style. It's kind of cool to see another kid's perspective, how they would imagine the story being played with these toys.
And as far as animation style is concerned too, like they have continued to improve on it decade after decade. Obviously with the very first film, you didn't get to see a lot of the human characters' faces because the technology wasn't there to make it, and it was weird when you would see their faces. In fact, a little Easter egg is like the kids at Andy's party were all the Andy's face models. Did you notice that? Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to go back and watch
because
that.
they just didn't have the tech to like make it different.
Well, it was the first fully like animated, like computer animated movie.
And it looks so good, dude. I still remember the flying with style sequence, and like the physics were great. Now, mind you, I'm going nerdy here, but back in that era, there's no motion capture. There's no the way that you essentially in the computer system build your characters and how you would animate them. It was way more complicated than that. You know, over the years, there were improved pipelines to allow them to do things maybe easier. But this is going to mean nothing to anybody. But for those who know, like when you're doing animations back then, you're essentially keyframing the animations as opposed to like pre-designing the motions. It's hard to explain, but what I'm trying to say is what they did in selling the animation of the very first film is amazing. It's nothing short of amazing. But also the photorealistic environment. You know, it still had like that Pixar, beginning Pixar look to it. But there were just so many moments where they made sure to make it look photorealistic. The reason why I say that, sorry, long road, is in currently like in the fifth one, there are some moments where you know the toys are in their environment, and the animators make sure to make the environment look as even more photorealistic as possible, so that even if the humans aren't in the picture, they're not in the scene rather, you kind of feel like you're actually watching toys run around alive, you know. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty awesome. You guys looking at me blankly here.
No,
I'm sorry. I went somewhere.
No dismount on that one.
Can you repeat all that again?
Yeah, sorry.
No, but like, the Pixar does continue to show their like top tier animation style is what put Pixar in the map. Like it just keeps getting better and better.
And so for them to go like, okay, we're going to have some sequences where we're not going to go photorealistic. We're going to have fun with a different art style in these imagination sequences.
I just wanted to get more of the imagination scenes.
Give me a little bit more.
If they don't fucking make shorts the way they've done with absolutely every other thing, I'm going to be really mad.
Like I want a short for the Mandalorian, the little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then this one, like little playtime. What are the names? Bad Baby.
The Azarians?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Those, and then this one, like little playtime shorts, like where
the
they're
Armenians.
with Tea kettle up. Insert now. Thank you. All right. No, but like playtime shorts of Bonnie and Blaze playing.
That'd be so cool.
I would love to see that.
That'd be
because
so
it's
much
just
fun.
there. Like it's just kind of like very innocent thing of like a little bit of a reminder of how childhood is, like very innocent, very playful and everything.
Yeah.
But I also did like how they went with Bonnie as a shy kid, because Andy was kind of like I have the friends, here's the thing. And
Yeah.
But we never got
A
to
lot
see
of
the
kids at
shy
the party.
kid. And then I kind of liked it because I was a shy kid growing up. Like
Same here.
I would be Bonnie, like,
I was a weird kid.
yeah.
I am the weird kid.
I still am. I would be like, go play with those kids. Be like, oh, they're gonna make fun of me.
Yeah.
Or
It's
like,
Like, whoa, what do I
or like,
say?
or like
You know?
the asking to be like, no, man, I'm fine playing by myself because I grew up as the only child, so it's kind of like here it is. That's what it is.
Well, also, if you were the kid that didn't have the newest, hottest thing, which my family unfortunately didn't, then you're left out of the loop.
Yeah.
You know, so you're like, I don't know how to relate to these kids, and then I'm being made fun of. And it's, you know, I wish for cyberbullying, not just physical in-person bullying. Oh, analog bullying.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah, that's fun. That's
Right?
fun bullying. Yeah.
You know, I really did like the message that this movie had. Again, at face value, you think what the movie's about is, oh, technology's bad. We have to fight against it. But what it ultimately showed is like it's become such an integral part in our culture and our society, connecting with others. It kind of shows that, yes, we do have to embrace technology, but you have to have that balance. And yes, it can help connect you with people, like how the way Bonnie and Blaze end up connecting. But it's also kind of teaching us to be very cautious of the people you meet that may not be your friends. You know, again, the they dabbled into cyberbullying in this.
It's a more nuanced message.
Yeah.
Proud of them for doing that.
So, and like you find out that Lily Pat isn't such a bad person because she really was trying to look out for Bonnie's interests as Jessie is, but just in her own way. She realizes that, like, you know what, I made a mistake, and she still decided to like help out Bonnie and the toys.
Yeah. And Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
And Bartholomew. So the biggest takeaway from this movie, though, in all seriousness, is I want one of those Buzz Lightyear drones.
Oh, dude, like
They have them.
I was like looking at you, like seeing like the drones.
Oh my God. Once they popped up,
Sweet
I like
Christ.
looked at him.
I grabbed. I was like, "You guys,
I have
he's
to
a
get one."
drone. Fuck off. That's great."
Besides that, movie experience wise, like in theater, I love
Yeah.
the people we were around.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
wonderful. We were sandwiched between older folks.
Yeah, I was
in our age and our age.
I felt like the lady next to me was taking her son to see the movie, which was he looked like maybe in his 20s, 30s kind of thing, which is amazing because they get to share that experience of
Yeah.
like, you know, going to see the movie that she probably took him to see. Now they're both going together, which I was just like,
truly generational.
and I'm just like, that's so cute. But she was laughing so, like, it wasn't just like a chuckle. No, she was like laughing with us, like same level, like all these jokes that were hitting and everything.
Jokes that weren't like overdone. They
No.
didn't
Yeah.
oversaturate the movie with jokes.
And like, I even heard her say, oh, for like little moments here and
Yeah.
there. But like, the thing was, it's like she was laughing and then she heard us laughing
Yeah.
at those same things. So there's a moment where I think like we share like usually like if I'm laughing, I kind of like somehow, I want to see who's laughing through these things because I'm just like, why aren't you laughing? Or why are you laughing? And like, we share like a little moment like, oh, we get it. Like, this is amazing. But I also
Good
saw,
audience.
I also saw her son laughing at those things. So I was like, this is amazing. I'm sandwiched in a great group of people right now.
But realistically, though, my jokes aside, it did remind me of my childhood. Not just the spirit of the first movie, but them showing the importance of, look, we all need to have playtime. We all need to have an imagination, have those moments where we're just kind of like letting loose and being silly and stuff. And then like, it felt nice. The movie felt nice. And I give so much credit to whomever composed the music because obviously there's Jesse's theme, right? You know, when somebody loved me, everything was beautiful, which is a sad fucking song. You know, the first time they came out with that in part 2 and they show that like that flashback montage, you know, tears, tears, tears. And so then to switch that around from a minor key to major key to make it seem like it's a triumphant theme rather than a sad one now.
Yeah.
Was fantastic, and I love that the movie closed with that triumph.
Oh, you mean legendary Randy Newman composed all Toy Story 5 movies?
And this one too?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah.
That guy. You know that guy,
Yeah.
right?
That guy.
Yeah, that
Mr.
guy.
Randy Newman. You know, I partnered up with Taylor Swift on this new song that she did.
I did not need to be that song in itself was like, this is a nice song.
Yeah.
So, you know, the song released a couple weeks before the movie.
And you have the CDs
I have
in
the
front of
CDs,
us.
yeah.
Of the
All 3
different
versions,
versions.
yeah.
There's the shower version, the acoustic version.
Well, you got them for me for my birthday.
You ever had a dream that you...
You ever had a dream? What was I saying?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, going back to it. No, but you know, the song came out weeks before, so the song didn't really have the meaning that it had behind
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
But as Swifties started putting like the meaning behind its song, because that's what we do. We analyze the whole song and like, how did it actually make you feel when you were listening to it, kind of
Yeah.
thing. And after we sit and everything, but people were making like edits, like little TikToks and everything. They're like, it's just a song that happens when like you meet back with that person, that whether it be like an old friend that you just lost track with, a parent, or someone that died or something. And then I was like, okay, cool, yeah, like it's fine. I don't need to listen to the song so much right now because I have to wait for Toy Story 5. And then you put Toy Story 5 and like the whole like Bonnie being shy and then it hitting with like personally hitting with me like certain points. And I'm just like, this song is going to wreck me, but I can't let it wreck me. So I'm there with my water bottle drinking my cold water because it's the only thing like that.
Your coping device.
Yeah, it's like I'm like cold.
I wanted to cry in this movie,
I gotta
by the way.
numb it. I gotta numb it because I gotta pay attention. I should just really good. But then at the end, when it's like the whole song and everything, I'm just like, oh, it makes sense of the message it was giving.
You have some of the lyrics in front of you?
Well, in the meantime, I should pulls that up how you brought up how you wanted to cry in this. So I will admit, I didn't bawl out cry with this, but yes, it did tug on some heartstrings, and I almost wanted to.
Yeah.
Like 3 and 4 definitely made me more. Made me cry more. This kind of more what it did for me is it just made me feel more sentimental, more than actually like happy cry or anything like that. So
heartwarming.
Yeah, this is a heartwarming story.
I think I choked up a little, and I was trying to squeeze the rest out. I'm like, I need the.
It's like, still, God damn it, Pixar, you know how to do it. You know how to play with our emotions.
Yeah. Oh my God. Pixar itself just playing with your emotions. I don't remember Toy Story 1. My brain does not compute with Toy Story 1.
I still want the catharsis of crying.
No, not like the that, but like I don't remember watching Toy Story 1. Like I knew I watched
the memory of it.
Yeah, I don't have that memory, but I knew I watched it. But it's not there.
What happened? Like, is it a repressed memory you have?
I don't know. I had a fat kid follow me when I was 1. Okay, Carlos, that could be a lot.
Okay.
We don't fat shame here. Apropos of just Toy Story itself, I showed her Meat Canyon's Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
Show yourself to me, Woody. Show yourself to me. Sorry, Andy. When we reveal ourselves to others, to humans, they contract cancer. You have cancer, Andy. What?
And that stupid thought popped in my mind and I was like, God damn it.
Haven't you ever wondered what happened to Sid, Andy? He died.
No, he was just working as a trash man.
Oh, yeah, I do love that.
Yeah.
Fucking Meat Canyon, dude. The goddamn
love this
skit.
stuff.
So what lyric would you like me to read?
The one that had the message of the movie.
Oh, you mean all of it? You want the chorus? Which chorus? 1, 2, or 3?
You got to be specific with Alpha.
Yeah, no, it's very specific to like what it is because the 3 different things are okay.
By the way, the melody of that song, it scratched this freaking itch in my brain. I'm not gonna sing it. Her vocal melody for the chorus. If anyone knows the song now, if anyone's listened to this Taylor Swift song called
I Knew It, I Knew You.
I Knew That I Knew You.
I knew it. I knew you.
I knew it. I knew you. It goes into it hits this melody, and then I feel like it was going to continue into this melody where this one particular song does it, and I sang it to Alva, and I go, I don't know the song. I don't know the name of the song, but she knows what it is when I hum it.
Yeah, I just don't know. I also blank out too, and I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I will give props because the song was written in 1 day.
Really?
Fucking Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Saw the movie, went home, wrote the song. Same day, went to the studio with Antonov, did the whole song, sang, produced it and everything. And then that same day, met with Bob Iger and I guess somebody else, I guess from Toy Story. And then they had to play that song. So it was all within like 1 day because it was, I love the way that she tells it when she gets so excited about it. Yeah. It's like how anybody, it's like, I had it, I saw the movie, I saw it, what I needed to see. I got the message, here you go, put it in words, here's the lyrics, here's the song, here you go. And the fact that it's just all in 1 day, which some people would take a little bit longer, or studios would be like, can you rewrite it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
No notes?
The fact that they're like, we love it. No notes kind of like thing.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure there might have been like maybe tweak here and there.
So then your favorite lyric is?
What is it? Oh, and I remember I loved you. I came back when it mattered. I saw you standing there in the light of the window wearing the same smile. Man, it's been a while, but I knew it. I knew you.
They got me. That's good.
Right?
That's really good.
But then there's like another one where it's like something about saying goodbye. Oh, the rivers I cried when we said goodbye, wondering if I'd made it up in my mind, but now you look me in the eye.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's Taylor Swift. She's something else, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a bright future ahead of her.
Okay. Any last words you want to say about the movie or anything else before we hit fresh?
Take your damn tissues. I will say, take tissues.
You're like, I'm prepped. I'm ready. Let's go.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's a Pixar movie. It will not disappoint.
At all. All right. Now for a little bit of YHST Fresh. If you're not familiar, this is a segment of the show where me, Alva, and Carlos alternate and going back and forth and guessing the Rotten Tomato critic and audience score of the aforementioned movies. In this case, it's Toy Story 5 and The Death of Robin Hood. From 0 to 100, 59 and below being rotten, 16 and above being fresh. I'm having you guys guess once again because...
He saw the scores.
I saw the score for Toy Story, and I teased
Toy Story?
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Toy Story. Toy Story. Toy Story. Toy Boat. So I had hinted to you guys that Toy Story 5, unfortunately, is the lowest rated Toy Story in the franchise, which is very sad. And I can see why.
And you told me that in the beginning of the week. But I know scores changed, so I wonder how it is now.
Scores are the same for the most part.
Well, I mean, there could be slight adjustments because, more people
Sorry,
watch
guys.
it.
It's still the worst rated.
Let us have this, okay?
So with that hint, I want to hear what you hear about Death of Robin, or what your rating is Death of Robin Hood is first.
Do you want to do that again? No, it's okay. Please don't.
Okay. So Carlos, you go and kick it off first. Personal rating.
Personal rating 70%. Critics 85. Audiences, I'm gonna say 70.
I give it a 75. I think critics might have given it a 73, and audience might have like a 70.
You're a little bit closer. What'd you say for audience?
70.
Okay. So critics give it a 70 flat,
Okay.
and audience is a 66, which is not too far off from
Makes
the
sense.
critics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the slower people.
Yeah.
And now for the reveal of Toy Story 5's rating. Alva, what is your personal, and then what are your guesses?
My personal, I give that a 95. I think critics might have given it maybe a 90. And I want to go and say that audiences gave it a 95.
Me personally, 93%. Critics 85. Audiences 88.
Okay. Toy Story 5, the worst rated Toy Story in the franchise. Critics give it a 94%, and audiences a 95%.
How's that worst rated?
Oh.
It's the lowest rated.
Yeah, because I mean, look, like
There's like
naturally,
300%
I
in
mean,
there.
you have to keep in mind that with any franchise, there's always gonna be a movie that's gonna be the lowest rated, but it doesn't mean that it's bad.
Yeah, there you go.
No, because I'm thinking, I'm like,
so mad.
No, because I'm thinking, I'm like, what did people give Toy Story 4 then?
Okay, Toy Story 2 had 100%. Toy Story 1 also had 100%. Toy Story 3 and 98%, and 4 had a 97%. So they're all north of 95.
97 for 4?
You're mad about that.
That's what upsets you more over.
It didn't make me cry.
Oh, you wanted it lower?
I thought, like, to be honest, 94 for 97 for 4 is a little bit high for my own standards. 4 did not land so well with me. That's why when 5 was announced, I was like, really? They're making another one?
They didn't have Taylor Swift that time.
Well, even with or without it, like even if like they just went with Randy Newman to make a song, the message on it itself would have been like, that one. I want that one.
I don't know. I still think that like everything being within like basically the A rating is it's amazing for a franchise.
Yeah.
That's kind of unheard of. Are you kidding me? With 5 fucking movies over the course of 21 years?
Got to rewatch all 5 now.
31 years.
95 is when it came out, right?
Yeah.
The first one? So
31 years.
31 years.
I'm old.
I was 6.
That's good.
I was
I'm
6
sorry
and
for
I don't
anybody who has a
remember.
phobia.
I was 6 and I don't remember.
repressed memory. We're gonna deep dive into that.
I don't remember Toy Story, the first Toy Story. I semi remember watching the second one, for sure the third, and then all the other ones. But I do remember rewatching the second one, and I know people are gonna hate me, but like the second one, when I first watched the second one, I was like, I don't like Jessie.
Yeah, I mean she's a aggressive person.
Very high energy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like this Jessie.
It's like too much. Yeah.
Anything else? I mean, those are the ratings.
No.
Rotten Tomatoes has spoken.
Blech.
Sorry, everybody. Nothing else? Last words?
Yeah, just check out Toy Story 5.
Yeah, I mean, go watch it.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. Go watch it and cry, and then let me know what you think.
I need you guys to start writing us just a line
No,
of blur.
I need-
You guys are like, well, I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
All jokes
just
aside,
go. Yeah, see, I didn't know what to tell
go
you.
watch Toy
We just talked for an hour. I don't know what do you want me to say, Isaac?
Blech.
Gag.
Sorry for anyone who has a aversion to that, like, whatever. But I want to hear everyone's thoughts on Toy Story 5.
Oh, of course.
And thoughts on the whole franchise. But I also want to hear people's thoughts taken aside from Taylor Swift, because I know people, there's a
sure.
big
Yeah.
dislike. I want just the movie. Forget the song. Like, I want the movie. What did you think of that? I don't want to hear all the commentary.
And you can tell us those things on social media at
White Chesty Pod
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Comment, like, share, even copy the link. It helps us in all shapes and forms. And you want to support the show, do it on Venmo at
White Chesty Pod.
so we can at least buy some really cool novelty popcorn buckets, because
Pixar bucket.
these recent ones are looking interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at you, Supergirl. In the meantime, let us know what you thought about these movies, and let us know what movies are on your growing list of films that has people asking you the question, you haven't seen that? Farewell.
Let's go eat. I'm hungry.
Hungry hippos.
Heh.
Huh. See what I did there?
Poopy pants. 1.5. It took you long enough. It means fart, damn it.
1.5.